Hello everybody. Let us have the solution of yesterday's test first. So four questions were given to you. First three were carrying 4 marks each and last was of 3 marks. So here I am sharing the solution of your first question, which was a graphical question. You were supposed to find the vertices of a triangle given by these three lines. First was x is equal to y, second was 3y is equal to x, and third line was x plus y is equal to 8. So what you need to do is you have to find the chords for these equations. So x is equal to y, least 3, otherwise 2 you can take if it is x and it is y. Start giving preference 1 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 2 2. If x is equal to y, what is x? Same variable of y will be there. So in that way you need to determine the chord. For this, if 3y is equal to x, so this implies somewhere x is equal to what? Y upon 3. And in that manner, again, you can have the set of the chords for these two, that is 3y is equal to x. Suppose I am taking the x3, then y will be 1. If this is minus 3, then this will be minus 1. If this is 6, then this will be 2. I hope all of you are very clear with how to find the chord. You just keep on putting the value of y here. So if y is equal to 3, then you will be getting x is equal to 1. From here I am getting x is equal to, okay, equation was given 3y is equal to x, so this will be y is equal to x upon 3. So that's fine, then this is x and this is y. So if x I am putting 3 divided by 3 1, minus 3 divided by 3 minus 1, and 6 divided by 3 will be equal to 2. So in that way you can select the values. That is the multiple of 3 I have taken because in denominator 3 is there. Then third equation, now you can substitute this either x is equal to 8 minus y or y is equal to 8 minus x, and go for the another set of solution here in third equation that you need to determine. Suppose I have taken this is 4, so this is 4. If x is equal to 4, y also will 4 plus 4 will make it 8. If x is equal to 5, then y will be 3, and if x is equal to 6, then y will be equal to 2. So in this manner you can find the chords, and infinite possibilities are there, so need not to follow me only, but just to make you understand how to go for the graph now. So what you need to do, while you have just calculated all the chords for all the three equations, keep a watch upon the highest value you are getting. Here is 6 on the x-axis and somewhere 4 on the y-axis. So accordingly you calibrate the scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 here. So up to 6 is sufficient on the x-axis. Then along the y-axis you need 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can do it on the graph paper because you have the availability. If not, then like this, you need to use the scale minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. Similarly, here again you need minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and then it is minus 4. Like this you can go. Now plot these chords carefully. Like for first equation, x is equal to y. So 1 is equal to 1. Here it is 1 is equal to 1. Then minus 1 is equal to minus 1. This is minus 1. So here it is minus 1. So this is minus 1 is minus 1. 2, 2. So 1, 2 and 1, 2. So here you can mark this 2, 2. So when you will join these somewhere like this, you are getting this. Roughly I am giving you, this is your L1 for equation x is equal to y. And then you go for the second one. Now x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. 1, 2, 3 and 1. So here you mark that 3 and 1. Then minus 3 and minus 1. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and then it is minus 1. So minus 1 parallel to this is somewhere here at minus 1. You mark this dot here. Then 6, 2. This is 6, this is 1 and this is 2 somewhere parallel to this, and here it is. So this is there. Now you join these three. So we'll be passing through the origin like this. You please adjust these accordingly because your calculations will be up to the mark as per the scale. I'm doing roughly, so some errors can take place, but still you keep a watch. Roughly I will be getting the correct values here. And then last part 4 4. This is 4, so here it is 4. So mark that this is 4 4. So one common chord is there, 4 4. Then 5 3. This is 5 and this is 3 here. Fine. At 5 I'm getting 3 and 6 and 2. 6 and 2 is common. That was in previous also. So this line, this is the third line. This is the third line. This is the second line. L2, L1 and L3. So now you can write the answer for these vertices of the triangle. You can see formed by these lines. That is your L1, L2 and L3. So one vertex I am getting here, one vertex I am getting here, that is P, and one vertex I am getting here. For A, if you read the chord, will be 4 and 4. So for A you are getting 4 and 4. B, at the origin you are getting 0 and 0, and C you are getting here 6 and 2. So this is the C vertex I have marked, 6 and 2. So these are the three vertices. You can see very clearly. I did it roughly, but still I am getting the answer up to the mark. The three vertices formed by these three lines. A triangle is there, ABC I have marked. This is A, this is B and this is C. So exactly you can check if everything is correct, but you see if you have to mention the scale somewhere at one of the corner. If you have missed that part, kindly deduce 1.5 marks straight away. So without scale your graph will not be entertained. So your 2 marks are there for this. Then 1.5 for scale. Without scale marks will not be given. Otherwise you please skip that part and give simply 2 marks if you have missed the scale. So be in habit of writing the scale. So here along x-axis your 1 centimeter is 1, and along y-axis also your 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, whatever the length you are taking. So without that scale calibration, if you are missing that part, please give only 2 marks in your answer. Otherwise stepwise you can go for 2 marks for this and 2 marks for this. That will take you to the 4 marks. And at last you have to mention, means I am saying 1.5 you can put for this, including scale 1.5 you can put for this, and then 1 mark keep reserved for your 3 vertices, that is what is A, what is B and what is C. Finally you have to mention that. So that was all about your question number 1. Second question also was of graphical solution, and a case study was given to you. On behalf of that you need to determine their ages. So your question was, form a pair of linear equation in 2 variables where the information was given 5 years ago. Sagar was twice as old as Tina. 10 years later, Sagar's age will be 10 years more than Tina's age. Find their present ages. What was the age of Sagar when Tina was born? So again, graphically you have to go. So you need to determine their present ages. So this is for number 2. Let Sagar's present age. So Sagar's present age you can take is equal to x years, and let Tina's present age. So Tina's present age you can take is equal to y years. So Tina is x years and Sagar is x year and Tina is y year old. So then there are 2 conditions. So 5 years ago, first part is your 5 years ago. What will be Sagar's age? Sagar's age will be x minus 5 years, and Tina's age will be y minus 5 years. According to condition, x minus 5 is given equal to twice, he was twice of Tina's, y minus 5. So if you will solve this, from here you will be getting the equation is x minus 2y is equal to minus 5. So this will be your equation number 1. First case. Second was 10 years later. So second case was 10 years later. So 10 years later, what will be the Sagar age? Sagar's age will be X plus 10 years, and Tina's age will be Y plus 10 years. This is Tina's age. And what are the conditions? Sagar's age, that is X plus 10, is equal to 10 year more than Tina's age. Y plus 10 plus 10. So this implies X minus Y is equal to 10. That is your equation number 2. So this is X plus Y and X minus Y. Now hope again you can go for the chords very clearly for these two equations, and then plot those chords and check the point of intersection, because very clearly A1, A2, B1, B2. Here A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, because A1 upon A2 is equal to 1 and B1 upon B2 is equal to 2. So very clearly the question is of intersecting lines. So draw the graph, find the chords and check the point of intersection. Somewhere you will be finding. For that I have given you the hint. Suppose you are doing for this, that is 10 plus y. So in terms of 10, suppose you are taking x and y, you are putting y is equal to 5. So what is x is 15. Suppose if you are taking y is equal to 10, so what is x is equal to 20. Like now in case of these age problems, you can calibrate your scale in terms of 10, 20, 30, 40, because when you will check the point of intersection in these two, so kindly take the points not in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4. Kindly take in terms of 10, 20, 30, 40, and if possible, like here it is 5 also. So somewhere you will be getting the answer x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 25. So x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 25. That will be the point of intersection of these two equations that you can check. So 5 years will be the present age of Sagar, and 25 years will be the age of your this Tina. So Sagar's age is equal to 5 years. I am sorry, this is 15 years, not 25 years. Your second answer will be 15. So present age of x, when you will be solving these two equations, that is Sagar's present age will be 5 years and Tina's present age will be 15 years. So please check, and up to this every calculation if is okay. So again 2 marks for this part, and then 1.5 for your graph including scale calibration, and finally you need to write at last Sagar's what was the Sagar's age when Tina was born. So you can see the difference of their ages. Sagar is 5, Tina is 15. So then 15 minus 5, 10 years. So that answer will be 10 years. At last you can mention that in one line also. Then it was number 3. Please check point of intersection, and at last what is the extra part was asked, what was the age of Sagar when Tina was born. So take the difference of 2. Then third was, we are given with a triangle, that was the isosceles triangle. It was given triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Please draw that triangle. ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is given equal to AC. So write that information, whatever is given to you. And D is a point on BC. Anywhere you can mark D is a point on BC. And you need to prove that AB square, to prove AB square minus AD square, AB square minus AD square is equal to BD into CD. BD into CD, this was the question. So you are looking for AD square, so definitely you need to join AD. As it was told, the question will be asked from application of Pythagoras theorem. So somewhere you need to draw the perpendicular, so go for the construction immediately. Suppose I have drawn this perpendicular here, so you write down, draw AL perpendicular BC, so that we can study the triangles as per our requirement here. So draw AL perpendicular BC. Now focus your attention here. What I need to prove is, so in my proof straight away I can select this triangle ABL. So in triangle ABL, why? Now you know that because my focus is here AB square. If I apply this, so what happens? AB square is equal to what? AL square plus BL square. AL square plus BL square, and give it number 1. AB square I will be getting is equal to AL square plus BL square. Secondly, I need AD square. So here you can select the another triangle. So in triangle ADL, you can write the hypotenuse is AD, and what is that equal to? Again AL square plus DL square. AL square plus DL square, and take it number 2. Now I need the difference. So what you do is subtract these two. So if you will be subtracting, what you will be getting? AB square minus AD square. So this will go off, plus plus minus, this is plus plus minus and minus. You will left with BL square minus DL square. BL square minus DL square. So very clearly you need to pay attention to this part, that how we are getting this and why we are getting this. I'm just proceeding as per my requirement, and wherever I'm finding it possible, I'm applying the Pythagoras over there. So now my left hand side is okay. What do I need? That is available here. But right hand side I have to check. So what I can do there, let us see. AD square. Now I don't need this BL. So go back to your figure. What I can do with this BL. So if you see that BL somewhere BL square minus DL square. What I can do, don't you think that this is lying somewhere in the form of A square minus B square? So apply that, BL minus DL and BL plus DL. A square minus B square is equal to A minus B into A plus B. Now you see, I need somewhere BD there. So BL minus DL, BL minus DL. If I subtract this DL from BL, automatically I will be left with this BD. Then this BL plus DL. Now BL plus DL, somewhere I have to keep a check. BL plus DL. I am replacing this BL here by LC plus CL plus LD. Now I will explain it to you. Just wait. BD CL plus LD, because I am looking for CD, that's why I did this. Why BL is equal to CL? Why BL is equal to CL? You remember in your NCERT when we did question number 7, 8, 9 towards the end of your exercise in application of Pythagoras theorem. There we did 2 questions in a row based upon your equilateral triangles property, and I did that as soon as we were drawing the perpendicular in case of equilateral triangle or in case of isosceles triangle, you see these 2 triangles, that is ABL and ACL, will always be congruent to each other. Here you can see in this triangle ABL and triangle ACL are congruent by RHS. AL is equal to AL, side 1 is the right angle, so this also will be right angle, that is your R right angle, and AB is given equal to AC, because I have to use that AB is equal to AC, that's why I am using that. So why BL is equal to CL? Because your triangle ABL is congruent to triangle ACL. So triangle ABL and ACL are congruent by RHS. So therefore your BL will be equal to CL. So I replaced BL by LC here. So this is the reason I have given to you why this is equal. So when you will be replacing this, so this will become LC, and here it is DL. So CL plus DL. This is the sum of CL plus DL will make it CD, and that is my requirement. So 1 mark for this information here. This question also was a 4 mark. Then 1 mark you can give for this, 2, and 1 mark for this calculation, 3, and 1 mark finally to write the answer with reason. So in that way you can do the step marking here. 1, 1, 1 and 1 will make it equal to 4. So question definitely is based upon your section D. That is a solution for your third question of the test. And now the fourth one, which was based upon your substitution method. I am sharing these days the chapter of linear equation in two variable, and that part of substitution method we have already finished. Two equations were given to you. First equation was, it was 2 upon 6x plus 3 upon 7y is equal to, it was 10, and second equation was 3x plus 27 upon 7y is equal to 90. That is your equation number 2, and you are supposed to solve these two equations for the value of x and y. So here I have to check a1 upon a2. So what is a1 is 2 upon 6. What is a2 is 3. So a1 upon a2 is equal to 2 upon 6 upon 3. When nothing is there, you can write upon 1. So finally this will be equal to 2 upon 6 into 1 upon 3. So if you do the cancellation, this becomes is equal to 1 upon 9. So your value of a1 upon a2 is equal to what? 1 upon 9. Now let us check b1, because first of all I have to make it very clear ki how many solutions are going to take place. Then I will be in position to go for the substitution method without any thinking. I will not start writing my answer. That I shared with you while I was solving the questions of your exercise 3.2. Now b1 upon b2. So b1 upon b2, if you check here, it is b1. What is b1 is plus 3 upon 7, and what is b2 is 27 upon 7. So b1 is 3 upon 7 and b2 is 27 upon 7. So that can be expressed as 7 upon 27. 7 ones are 7 ones are 3 ones are and 3 nines are. Again you see your b1 upon b2 is also equal to 1 upon 9. And finally if you check c1 upon c2, your c1 is 10, c2 is 90. So you will be getting 10 upon 90, and that is also equal to 1 upon 9. So finally you can write here a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. Hence infinite solutions are there. So therefore particular values of x and y we cannot write at last. So this is one part for each. You can give one for this, one for this, and finally one for this. So this question was consisting of 3 marks. So then the total, it aggregates equal to 15. Out of 15 you can assess yourself what is your score. Please make a note of that score and check your difficulties if anywhere you are finding, and if any mistakes are there, please keep on doing the corrections for the same. And that's all about your all 4 question solution of the test. So now I will like to start one question only of your problem sum, that is of exercise 3.3. that is a 2-digit number. Remaining I will come to you tomorrow. So third part of your second question, exercise 3.4. Exercise 3.4, question 2 and third part. Because first and second part I have left to you, as we did in our previous exercise. The fraction problem is over. Age problem, almost daily we are speaking about the age problems, you see. But if any difficulty is there, please you send a comment. I will come back to you with the solution of those wherever you are finding the things difficult to understand. Here in third part, the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. You need to find the number. So in 2-digit, let the unit place digit. Let the unit place digit is equal to x, and let the tens place digit because we are working in two variables. So therefore original number will be always equal to 10y plus x. So my point of discussion with you people is, whenever you are going to work out within the question of a two-digit number, you feel free to take any digit, either the x or y at units or tens place digit. Whatever the digit you are taking at 10 place, that digit all the times you need to multiply by 10 and write the original number. So these are the three steps which always will be required in a question of two-digit number, because finally you have to substitute the value of x and y here in this original number to write the answer. Please make a note of that, as we are pursuing in two variables. So I am taking unit place at x and tens at y. That you can interchange also. If you are taking units at y or tens at x, then 10x plus y will be the original number. That you can follow as per your choice. So here I am working with units at x and y is at 10. So my original number will be 10y plus x. Now sum of the digits. First equation according to condition. These are the steps now. Sum of the digits is equal to 9. So equation number 1 is there. X plus y is equal to 9. Second equation, second condition. 9 times this number. Which number? Also 9 times of original number. 9 times of original number. Please pay attention here. 9 times of this number means this, which you have considered originally, is twice the number, is equal to 2 times the number obtained by reversing the order. Number obtained by reversing the order. Let us see what happens when we reverse the order. So 9 times the original number is what? 10y plus x. Twice the number. Simply you will interchange 10 into x plus y. So this will be the number when you will reverse the order. So you need to reverse the order here. Whatever was there at ones, that will come to 10, and whatever was there at 10, that will go to ones. So here it comes 90y plus 9x is equal to 20x plus 2y. Finally shift all these here because no constant term is there. So what you can do is 90y plus 9x minus 20x minus 2y is equal to 0. So I am getting here 90y minus 2y, this becomes 88y, and minus 20 plus 9 becomes minus 11x is equal to 0. So again I can take 11 common, so reduce as much as it is possible. 8y minus x is equal to 0. So finally I will be getting my second equation, minus x plus 8y is equal to 0. So this is my second equation, equation number 2. Equation number 1, equation number 2. So now if I'll go for the solution of x and y, you can check a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 again. This is 1 upon minus 1, this is 1 upon 8, means unique solution is possible. So if you are looking for a substitution method, no issues, but we are in elimination method here. 9, second equation is minus x plus 8y is equal to 0. So this is plus, this is minus. If straight away I will add, so these will get cancelled. Here I am getting 9y is equal to 9, so therefore y is equal to 1. If you put in 1, y is equal to 1, put in 1, so what happens? X plus 1 is equal to 9, so therefore x is equal to what? 8. So what was the original number? Original number was this, 9 times the original number. So your answer will be 10 into 1 plus 8. So therefore original number will be equal to, put always y and x in original number. That was the step number 3 of your answer. 10 into y, that is 1, plus x, 10 plus 8, that is equal to 18. So this will be the answer for your this question. So this much discussion is enough for today. Tomorrow I will start with the next part of this. Till then, bye bye.